Right there you see a half dozen pig's foot. Let Honey Badger and Ulu have one. Over here you see my 4 males. This is going to be a mukbang video. When I do these pack feedings, I put out several more pieces of food than there are dogs, so you can't have somebody hoarding a piece. So not for everybody to have multiple pieces. That's Kurgan telling Toki that's his piece there. K-Bar claiming his. So all canine communication. Ookla tweaked his foot the other day jumping out the back of my Jeep onto some ice, so his ankle's a little sore. You might see him limp. So I always like to pet and handle my dogs when they're eating food like this. It teaches them not to be food aggressive. Oh yes. Good boy. Good boys. You're the smart one. You came here away from everybody, huh? Oh boy. We do these pack feedings. They help develop and maintain pack cohesion. It lets the dogs establish a pecking order between them. And it also teaches good canine communication skills. They transfer over to when I have them off leash and they're meeting strange dogs at the park. You know, sometimes you might have dogs that aren't so well socialized, snap at them and that, and my dogs deal with that very well. Because again, these pack feedings help inoculate them to getting bent out of shape too quickly in those situations. When you're feeding raw pork like this, you want to make sure it's been frozen for a minimum of 3 weeks to kill any trichinosis that might be in it. And that goes for other wild game too. Should be frozen a minimum of 3 weeks to kill any potential parasites. With most fish, chicken, beef, turkey and that, it's 3 days. For some fish though, salmon and trout and some of the fish from the Pacific Northwest, that should be frozen a minimum of 7 days because of salmon poisoning. Got a crow in the tree behind me there. Mr. Toki coming over to tell me thanks. Good boy. Yes, Ulu. My badge has accumulated 3 over here. That's a big crow up there. If you'd like to learn more about raw diet, I always have plenty of links in the video description. Plus I have a raw food playlist with hundreds and hundreds of videos, literally. Raw bones are perfectly safe for dogs. It's only cooked bones that are dangerous, and that's because cooking the bone changes the bone and makes it hard and brittle. It changes the consistency. It makes it indigestible to the dogs. And that in turn then makes it prone to both obstructions and perforations of the bowel. Raw bones won't do that, but you do want to make sure your dogs are adequately chewing the bones up enough. If they aren't chewing the bones up well enough, they will regurgitate them. A lot of kibble-fed dogs have a problem with not chewing stuff like this properly because they've never been properly taught to chew their food. You know, kibble takes little or no effort to chew, and they're gulping down a lot of that stuff unchewed, and that creates a habit of them to do that with anything they eat. You know, especially if you have bully breeds. Again, we got 2 intact females and 4 intact males here, all eating a high-value food item peaceably. That's that big crow right there. I think he's calling in some of his buddies and letting them know my dogs have food. Coming over to say thank you. You're welcome. Our little crow buddy up there. See, he's starting to blow his coat now. Got a couple weeks worth of brushing to do on you. One big happy family. For those who will ask, where's Lobo? You know, he's the old man. He gets to eat his in the house and relax. You know, at almost 9 years old, he doesn't like to jockey around with the other dogs. Ulu looking for some more. Badge telling her no. Seeing if she can steal it from anybody else. That's Ookla over there telling her no. Badge has got like 3 over here. Take one of Badge's. Yeah, I know. You know I'm going to take one. Stop it. Hey, knock it off. There you go. Now that wasn't me being harsh to Honey Badger. Stop. He's growling at Toki there. That's just me telling her, hey, I'm going to take that if I want it, and you're going to put up with it. Because ultimately I am the pack leader. You gonna sneeze? pissed off now. I don't care. You see me pushing the boundaries, rubbing her by her mouth. She's learning that she's got to tolerate me touching and messing with her when she's eating. And it's important to do that kind of stuff with them. Yeah. Good boys. Eating your second one now, homie? No problem chewing through those pork bones. Boy, telling me thanks for his food. For those who will ask, yes, all the dogs live in the house. We're all out here together filming this. These guys got big double coats. They're made for this kind of weather. We have snow on the ground here 6 months out of the year here in Minnesota. This is just a part of life for us. Kurgan wanting his pets now that he's done eating. Good boy. Honey Badger giving K-Bar and Kurgan a little growl. Yeah, now that's not aggression, that's canine communication. She's just telling him, this is my piece here. You can't have it. And Honey Badger is the dominant female here, is pretty much the dominant dog. I mean, Kurgan ultimately is, but as we all know, usually females run the show. People or dogs. They're over there testing to see if Toki and Ookla want to give up their piece. Oh boy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this pack feeding. Like, subscribe, and share if you did. Hit that notification bell down below. You'll get email notifications when our new videos come out. I'm going to keep this going for a little bit here, but I always like to throw that in. What? That's Kurgan's pet me face. Good boy. Right, enough. That's his son K-Bar's pet me face too. We got about 15 plus inches of snow over the last few days. They thought we were going to get 20 to 24 inches, so I'm glad we got less than they thought. We just went out on a morning hike with Kurgan through all that snow. That'll probably be on the channel before this is up. If not, it'll be on after. There's some beautiful footage. And it's always fun to watch the pack communication. And those growls there from Honey Badger aren't aggression. It's just her telling them, this is my peace. Respect my space. People often will confuse vocalizations like that for aggression, and they're not. And it's important to let your dogs be able to communicate with other dogs like that. It keeps tensions from building, which can happen sometimes when you stifle those communications. And you know, as we know, resentment can happen, and then when you do ultimately have a disagreement for the dogs, it's all going to come to a head and be much worse than it would have been had you just let those brief interactions play out. But don't take my word for it. I'm just some guy on YouTube. I do have over 35 years experience working with dogs, both professionally and recreationally. I was an animal warden for 2 decades. I've done lots of rescue work, foster work, breeding. Most of the stuff that I talk about here is all stuff based on my experience, bro science as you would. So again, take what I say on the channel with a grain of salt. Do your research and watch some of my videos. I have over 4,000 up. You can decide after that if you think what I say has any merit or not. I don't care if you agree with me or not. I just make these videos because I think there is a certain percentage of people out there who do watch them, understand what I'm doing, and it helps them. If you think I'm just some whack job, that's okay. I'm not offended. Everybody enjoyed their pig's foot. It's kind of a delicacy here. They don't get pork that often. Again, because you have to freeze pork 3 weeks, I tend to not buy it that often just because it takes up a lot of freezer space. Lulu giving Toki a little growl, just telling her that's theirs. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. That's all. Bye from the Badge, K-Bar, Kurgan, Ulu, Toki, and Ookla. And bye from Lobo in the house. And we'll see ya. Thanks for watching. Check out our merch store down below.